going on, guys? Back here again, kind of doing a little work. Gonna do a Colts Dolphins review game. Just driving back home, about 2 minutes away, hopefully, if people would get out of the way. But gonna start with a preview game of the Dolphins Colts. Didn't do a reaction game to the Raiders, but I'll get into that actually right before I do the Colts game real quick. I'll do my thoughts on that. I thought we played well during the Raiders game. Played well enough to win. Jacoby Brissett didn't look too great, but didn't look too bad, if that makes any sense, honestly. That's the best way I could put it. He did enough to where we should have won. And for Christ's sake, these God-forsaking refs are horrible. And I don't like blaming the refs, but it seems like in a lot of Dolphins games, it is the refs. And also, our two OCs need to be fired. If we do not, before I get to the Colts game, if they do not put up 20 points at least with ease or in the right frame of play calling, they need to be fired today if they don't produce or they call stupid plays. They called a screen pass in their own end zone to Jalen Waddle, gets tackled for a fucking safety, and that pretty much changes the whole momentum of the game because the Raiders scored like 17 unanswered or 20 unanswered points in the second half. Like, what the hell is that? We had every chance to win this game, but we blew it. Our defense let up a good pass play. I think it was to Darren Waller there in overtime. But that play would have never happened if they would have called a fucking pass interference, which is right here. Pass interference that was never called. That would have put us down at the 1 yard line, and we possibly would have had this go-ahead field goal or touchdown. So, hey, it is what it is. We lost 31-28. We did come out and we put a little bit more respect on our game after that whole Buffalo disaster. So, not much more I can say about that. The offensive line did look better. So whatever they moved around, it did look better. Still not where we needed to be to win games or win games consistently. We need to fix it. I'm going to go now touch on the Colts game. They have a lot of players out. Quentin Nelson's out. Kwity Paye's out. Jack Doyle's out. Who else looks like it is out? I don't know. I don't even know if these guys are good or starters or not. I don't even know if these guys mean anything very much. I guess I'm not a Colts fan, so I don't know. If you're a Colts fan, let me know how many all these injuries. I know Quentin Nelson's your starting offensive lineman, so that's big. Kwity Paye is your defensive end. I don't know if he's a starter or if he's a backup. Jack Doyle, he's your starting tight end. So those are big injuries, and I don't like to use an excuse, or I don't like to use it as like, I don't like to win up because of injuries. I like to beat teams that are 100%. But with saying that, honestly, I really don't care no more. If we win, we win. These guys are all NFL players, NFL caliber players. You have to realize a backup in the NFL was still good enough to be in the NFL. So if that makes sense. So they could beat, if you take all the backups in the NFL, they would beat most of your college teams. You know what I'm saying? If that makes sense. So these guys are NFL players. The Colts have no excuse. Man up. Next man up. The Dolphins, they have no excuse. Next man up, which is like, for example, Tua. An example, Waquan Davis. Next man up. far as our injury report, it looks like we're going to have all our receivers back. Will Fuller was injured throughout the week, but I just checked it, and he's full. He had full practice Friday or Thursday. So our receiving core should be at 100%, and which is big because I want to see them take deep shots. Deep shots to Will Fuller. We need to. These two offensive coordinators need to pull something out of their ass because they're on the chopping block. And if Brian Flores does not put them on the chopping block and tell them to get their head out of their ass, he doesn't deserve to be a head coach, in my opinion. They really don't. Eric Stubbsville and George Godsey, they screenplays in your end zone. What the hell are you doing? It makes 0 cents. 0 cents. 0 cents. Keys to victory for this game: get after Carson Wentz, take advantage of that banged up offensive line, just like they're going to take advantage of our offensive line. Our secondary needs to come in and play well. They need to come in and play like they've been doing, which I don't think they have T.Y. Hilton no more. I'm not too sure. Like I said, I don't keep track of other teams very much. I think T.Y. Hilton's on a whole different team altogether. I don't even know who really the Colts wide receivers are, to be honest with you. But we need to control the run game. Jonathan Taylor, I think his name's Jonathan Taylor, their running back, is out, I think. Is what they said. J.J. Taylor or Jonathan Taylor. I don't quite remember. I'll put up an injury report right up here. But we need to keep the run game at bay. Got to stop having big chunk plays in the run game, which we were playing a little bit decently there in the first half against the Raiders. But our offense wasn't moving the ball, so our defense got tired and just gave up big plays. Big plays. Jacoby Brissett, we're going to have to move the ball around and have good pocket presence. It's not going to be easy with that offensive line. Everybody knows that. If you're a Dolphins fan, this ain't going to be a give-me game. We don't have give-me games. Unless if our defense gets 2 or 3 picks and they're at the 20 and we either score 2 or 3 touchdowns off of that, this ain't going to be a give-me game. I've been a Dolphins fan long enough. We haven't had many give-me games. Last year, we had the 49ers, and then we had Jacksonville. Those were give-me games right off the get-go. But other than that, I don't care what the Colts record is. It wouldn't surprise me if they came in and won this game because we were looking past them. But if we want to make a run this year, we need this game. This is a must-win. If we lose, our season's done. If we lose, our season's done. Because we could literally go on because we can win this week. Makes us 2-2. Next week, I don't even know if I want to watch that game because it's going to be a disaster. So, we're going to Tampa. So that right there, I'm already giving them an L, 2-3, and then we can get 2 wins against Jacksonville and the Falcons, and go into Buffalo 4-3. Yeah, granted, they are going into Buffalo, and they're probably going to lose, but I'd rather be 4-4 at the midway through the season than 2-5 or something, you know what I mean? Or 3-5. So we need to win this game. This game is a must-win, and we could do it. I really do. I think we can pull this game out and win and get back on the winning streak. I don't have the schedule in front of me, but we could easily go on a 4 or 5 game win streak towards the middle of the season, end of the season, because I think it's after the Ravens. Don't quote me because I don't know for sure. But after the Ravens, I think it's the Jets away, home for the Panthers, home for the Giants, then home for the Jets. So But the Panthers are, I'm not going to say a Panthers is going to be a gimme win because it's at home, because the Panthers are pretty good. But if we can squeak one out with the Panthers, beat the Jets away, beat the Jets away, squeak one out against the Panthers, and then beat the Giants and the Jets at home, we could have a very, very good ending to this season. I mean, it's not over, so. To this game, I'm going to take the Dolphins to win 24. Yeah, scratch it. I'm going to say 31-17 Dolphins. They get another pick. Xavier Howard gets his another turnover. And yeah, Dolphins win by 31 Dolphins, Colts 17. Let me know what you guys think, and we'll go and see if you guys have any different opinions and go from there. Go Dolphins.